On this edition of Maury County Now, Sanford Potts with the Tennessee Development District talks to us about the upcoming Mule Town trolley service. The Columbia Fire Department gives us some helpful tips for firework safety this 4th of July. Manuel Young and Ned Rich speak to us about the youth football season and sign-ups with the Maury County BullDogs. Adam Southern is back with another edition of Historic Maury County featuring Columbia State Community College. And Sher'ril and Samantha, Escape Artist Extraordinaire, shows us how to get out of a bind. All this and more on this edition of Maury County Now. Hello and welcome to Maury County Now. Columbia and Maury County's community news show covering the events, ideas, groups, and happenings in and around Maury County. There's a new way to move around Maury County, and it's called the Mule Town trolley service. Sanford Potts with the Tennessee Development District tells us how you can take a ride on the upcoming Mule Town trolley service.
Hello, my name is Sanford Potts. I'm a Transportation Program Director for South Central Tennessee Development District. I'm here today to tell you about our new transportation service. It's called the Mule Town Trolley, and it's a public transportation service. We are going to begin in Mount Pleasant and go into Columbia and on into Spring Hill. It's a one-way 27-mile stretch. We're going to do 3 runs per day, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and 2 runs on Sunday. They begin at 9 a.m. in the morning and end at 6 p.m. at night. And on Sunday, it starts at 12 and ends at 6 p.m. We have 2 full-time drivers and 5 part-time drivers. And the trolley has been doing trial runs for the past 3 months. I know everyone has seen the trolley. We've got several phone calls about when's the trolley going to start. Well, actually, we're still training drivers. Some of my drivers are school bus drivers, so I'll be using them on Saturdays and Sunday. There are 3 stops in Mount Pleasant, 9 stops in Columbia, and 1 stop in Spring Hill at the crossings. We plan on starting about July the 17th or July the 18th. On July the 17th, we're having ribbon cutting ceremonies in Mount Pleasant at 9 a.m., in Columbia at 10:15, and in Spring Hill about 11:15, 11:30. And we're looking very forward to kicking it off probably the next day on July the 18th. So we're charging $1. However, we got discount rates. On Wednesdays, if you have a Medicare card, you can board the bus and pay only 50 cents a trip. On Thursdays, if you're a veteran or a disabled person, you can board and only pay 50 cents. And on Saturday, if you're a student under 18, you can pay 50 cents. So it's a very reasonable mode of transportation. It's public transportation. It's something that we're not used to down here in Maury County around Columbia and Mount Pleasant, because we haven't had anything in a long time. So we're hoping to bring the concept of public transportation back into Maury County and servicing the 3 cities. We're linking, hopefully, 3 cities together, Mount Pleasant, Columbia, and Spring Hill.
The #1 cause of fires on the 4th of July weekend are due to fireworks. Columbia Fire Chief Lee Bergeron and Assistant Chief Tim Holt are here to give us a few tips on how to keep those sparks from turning into flames.
The men and women of the Columbia Fire Department want to wish you a very happy 4th of July celebration. Unfortunately, the 4th of July in our nation is the #1 cause of fires that day from fireworks. 60% of all fires that occur on the 4th of July can be attributed to fireworks or the use of. We would like to recommend for your safety for you to attend a public display and use fireworks safely. Consumer fireworks are safer than they've been in the past. If you do use those, follow instructions and have an adult present.
Some safety tips from the Columbia Fire Department if you wish to shoot fireworks. The safest way to shoot fireworks is to watch a professional show. If you do shoot fireworks, the following tips may help you. Never wear loose clothing while shooting fireworks. If you have long hair, tie your hair back. Only light fireworks one at a time. Never try to relight a firework that is malfunctioned. Never have any part of your body over the fireworks. Keep young children away from the fireworks. Fireworks are not toys. Never throw or point fireworks at other people. Never carry fireworks in your pocket. Make sure to have water nearby in case of a fire or an accident. And dispose of fireworks by soaking them in water and leaving them in a trash can.
In closing, we'd like to still remind you of Columbia Fire Department working with the State Department of Energy, Governor Haslam, and Commissioner McPeak about our smoke alarm program. If you need a smoke alarm, we want you to call 931-560-1700. Our #1 aim is to keep you safe.
It's almost football time in Tennessee. We caught up with Manuel Young and Ned Rich to pass around the pigskin and give us a play-by-play on this year's football season for the Maury County BullDogs.
This is Manuel Young. I'm with the Maury County Youth Football League. We are the BullDogs, and we've been in existence here in Maury County for 15 years. We'll be starting our 16th year this year. Our playing fields, I'm standing here right at our playing fields right now. We play our games at Ridley Park. We do ages 5 through 12 years of age. That is youth football and cheerleading, ages 5 through 12, and that is as of July the 31st. Whatever your age is in that time, that's what you play as. Like I said, we've been here at this park for 2 years. We'll be starting our 3rd year here at Ridley Park. We'd like to thank the City of Columbia for providing the facilities for us. We'd like to invite all the kids ages 5 through 12 to play football and or do cheerleading. We practice at Fairview Park 3 days a week. We'll be starting our practices on July the 15th.
Oh man, it's a great youth organization. I started playing football when I was real little, about 5 years old in New Orleans. And I'll be frank with you, I had a guy that put a lot into my life as a 5-year-old kid that I still remember. I'm 48 years old today, and for the last 23 years I've been working with kids. Character, discipline, work ethic. In today's society, we need all those things. Man, we're taking kids off the street and giving them a safe place to participate in a sport that's going to add to their life. You know, I came over here with Manuel from another league, and I've been real impressed with the organization. We're out here for kids. We don't care who's in charge. What we are here for is to develop kids in Maury County, to help with the character and discipline, and just help with the parents that raise children to make a difference in our community. And let's go out there and have some fun. Come play with the Maury County BullDogs where the players play.
We like to encourage everyone to come out and sign up. On July the 6th, we'll be at Columbia Mall. And on July the 13th, we'll be at Fairview Park signing kids up. We encourage all the parents to get out and get the kids signed up before we start, so we won't be wasting any time. We can go ahead and start our practice times on July the 15th.
We'll be back with more Maury County Now after this.
CPWS PowerNet presents the best triple play in Columbia. We've added phone to our already great lineup of services, including doubling our HD channels and increased internet speed. Call today to get the new triple play for only $89.95 per month, which includes local phone service, expanded basic cable, and a free internet upgrade to 50 meg for a full year. Why wait? Call 931-388-4833 today to get the CPWS PowerNet triple play. Offer expires July 19, 2013.
We're back with more Maury County Now on PowerNet 13.
March of 1967 was the first time a sitting president of the United States ever visited Maury County. Why, you ask? Let's go to Adam Southern with another edition of Historic Maury County to find out why.
Hi, I'm Adam Southern, and this is another edition of Historic Maury County. And today we're going to talk about Columbia State Community College and talk about its founding a little bit. Columbia had been trying since 1929 to get a college of any sort, community or four-year, in Maury County. And they had hit several roadblocks as they were trying that. Politicians made them false promises and they were going down dead-end roads. So those early attempts really didn't go very far. It wasn't until the 1960s when we really started seeing some action in the way of a college being placed in Columbia. Columbia was following the lead of the Tennessee Department of Education, and they had decided that they wanted to put 3 community colleges, one in each of Tennessee's grand divisions. So Columbia started marketing themselves very well. They had a 600-man committee that was going around and talking up Columbia to everyone they could. They wanted this college bad. And they see that the community college committee comes to Columbia to look at some property, and I think Columbia sold themselves pretty well because they go and they purchase a 204-acre tract on Hampshire Pike that was once the Hickman farm. And we see Columbia State start going there in the late 1960s. We talk about Columbia State and how it was founded, but as they were building the college, they didn't wait for the buildings to actually come up before they started classes. In 1966, as the college was being built, they went ahead and had classes in downtown Columbia. Columbia really came together for Columbia State. There were classes in First Baptist Church, Riverside Recreation Center. Columbia Military Academy had some of the science classes. So these students were being bused here and there to take all of their college classes. And the memorial building was fixed up as a student center. So all around town, these college kids were going to and fro all day just to get to their classes. And in 1967, for the fall semester, the college is complete. But in March of '67, President Johnson and his wife Lady Bird show up to dedicate the college, and this was probably one of the biggest events in Columbia's history because it had been 150 years before a president, 150 years until a president had come to Columbia while in office. Of course, we have James K. Polk, but he never was here while he was in office. So it was really a big deal. It was cold that day, and still, with the cold, 8,000 people came out to see the president and Lady Bird. And she dedicated the college there, and she said, when a community college rises from a once empty field, the country expands not outward but upward. I am honored to dedicate this college. And that's really the beginning of their history, how Columbia State got started. And we see that Columbia State goes on to really flourish in the years to come. Now they have campuses in several different counties around us, and they have up to 10,000 students enrolled every year. So Columbia State is growing and growing every year. But let's go back and talk about President Johnson a little bit. While he was in Columbia, he left Columbia State after the dedication. He went and toured the pole cone, but as he was leaving town going down Carmack, they had a little motorcade and a lot of people standing around to watch him go. He stops his car in front of the Dairy Queen and he tells one of the Secret Service agents, hey, go get me an ice cream cone. And he goes and gets the President Johnson an ice cream cone. And that's one of the greatest memories a lot of people have of that day, is seeing him stop the car and go get an ice cream cone. And a lot of people claim that it was their uncle or their daddy or their cousin that went and actually got the ice cream cone for the Secret Service agent. So I don't know who it really was, but I'm sure somebody out there has an opinion on it. I'm just upset that we don't have a Dairy Queen anymore in Maury County, so that places it a little bit in history there. But this is Adam Southern at the Maury County Library. Come see me. Thank you.
Most people are upset at the idea of being locked into handcuffs, but this duo knows exactly how to get out of them. Here's Sher'ril and Samantha to show off a little bit of their unique style of magic.
We are Sher'ril and Samantha, escape artists extraordinaire. I'm Sher'ril, and this is my sister Samantha. I've always been interested in magic ever since I can remember, but I didn't really think about being an escape artist. Until about last year, Samantha and I wanted to be detectives like Nancy Drew, and since she gets captured in some of her cases, we decided we needed to figure out how to escape. So we tied each other up, with 10 or more scarves, and we found out that we were really good at escaping. But I still didn't really think of it as a career. Then one day I was in our home library and I found a book on Houdini and I started reading it. And then I thought, this is really what I want to do. I want to do this. We do illusions such as our straitjacket escape, cheating the hangman escape. We do a 100-foot of rope escape, but our mama won't let us do the underwater escapes yet. They're too dangerous and we need more practice. We are currently working on a buried alive escape, which we hope to do in the near future. What you're about to see is a routine that Samantha and I use as a finale for some of our shows. If you look behind me where Samantha is, you'll see a pillory, also known as stocks. These were used in this country up until the early 1800s as punishment for criminals and lawbreakers. Quan here has volunteered to lock me in, and when the curtain is completely closed, he will count to 10, still holding the keys right before your very eyes. This is our original version of Houdini's metamorphosis.
See, it does not come loose. Pulling on it. Now I'm attempting to lock the second lock. And you can also see this one tight and does not come loose. I also have the keys in my hand right now.
Don't forget to count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Look at that. That's impressive.
Thank you. Oh, keys.
There you go.
Thank you. You can see us at the Maury County Fair this year, Friday, August 23rd for My Day at the Fair. We do school shows with an emphasis on science and history, and we do birthday parties and many other special events. You can contact us through Facebook at facebook.com/Sher'ril and Samantha, or you can call us at 931-982-3824.
Well, that's it for this edition of Maury County Now. See you next time.